while someone gets an early gift.
Definitely one of the best experiences of my life.
Here we go. It's our school. With an amazing bunch of students.
Do I look well?
Watch everything that goes on in secondary school.
Yay! I can't cook.
There'll be lots of fun.
I just pulled the phone out of the guy's foot, sir. This isn't me.
And plenty of drama.
Stop shouting.
Welcome to our school.
Hi, Toby, alright?
It's almost the end of term at our school, and everyone's feeling festive.
Why do we celebrate Christmas? Because Santa was born.
All year, our students have been hard at work. And in history, Mrs. Robinson is so pleased with some of her year 8s that she's got an early Christmas treat for them.
First, I'd like to say thank you for all the hard work and effort you've put in over the last term. It's been a pleasure. So, as a little reward, I've organised a little trip to go to York. Okay, so
I'm really excited to go to York because I think it's going to be really good. It's nice that Miss Robinson recognised our work for stuff in history and been rewarded for it and all that.
now we know we love history, okay, and there's probably not a city with as much history in as York.
It's going to be a first for me because I've been through York, but I've never actually stopped to go around York.
And I couldn't think of another 6 pupils that I'd rather be doing with it. I'm so excited.
It's nice to be recognised for our hard work because we do both really like history. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Then if you could choose anywhere to go, where would it be?
In York, the Railway Museum.
We might be able to stop off at the Railway Museum.
My name is Ben. I live with my mum, my dad, my brother, and my sister. Going past the water station. Now I'm going back through the station now. I love trains that much. I've got a model railway in the garage. I also have this little engine drive hat. And I got a little engine driver badge. And I'm fully equipped. I'd say with trains I'm obsessed. Times obsessed. Really do need a fridge on this. Glenda's making lunch. Oh yeah, fine. I love going to school. It's fun to learn new things. I sometimes get to class a little bit earlier, like maybe 5 minutes or so. Sometimes I go there just to read a book. I love learning about stuff, researching, and dinosaurs. I don't know if the class on the history or science, but I've learned both good subjects, so, you know. Back when there was back at the beginning of the solar system, there was hundreds of planets. Why don't we have them go through planets to get through everything? I think that Ben is Einstein.
This is going to be Jupiter.
This is Jupiter.
And there's going to be like a thing like over here at the sun.
Yeah.
And then like that goes over to the sun.
Ben is very smart. Like, he's always like talking about like space and stuff. Like, what? I'm not sure that people always want to listen to Ben's interesting facts because sometimes they come out in some of the weirdest ways.
I don't know what the hundreds of planets would look like.
But, Ben, please.
Calm down.
It's the morning of the trip, and today's budding historians are Tom, Flora, Toby, Yasmin, Ben, and Connie. And I'm never one to miss out on any fun, so I'm coming too. This term, I've been teaching Year 8 about Charles Dickens.
What are you doing at the minute? You should be doing Oliver Twist.
So, Mrs. Robinson thought it was a good idea for me to come along.
So we thought we'd combine history with a bit of English, and who knows, there might be a little bit of drama in there as well.
With an hour and a half to travel by train, there's only one thing on Ben's mind.
I like trains because they are interesting and every single one tells us its own story. Stuff like the Mallards and the Duchess of Hamilton's, the Stevenson's Rocket and all that.
But not everyone shares Ben's enthusiasm.
I'm excited to go to York, but I'm kind of a bit like about going to the Railway Museum. I went on a theme trip when I went to Wales and it was
certain if we go to that train museum, I will fall asleep.
Come on, Tom. Put me back into it. Let's go to York. Woohoo!
Just for Ben, while no one was looking, I had a word with the conductor.
And hello specifically to Ben. We know that you love trains. I'll go Transpenard Express.
I got a special shout out. I'm like speechless.
It's raining on the museum at the minute. Nothing else.
That's well cool.
His face lit up when he heard the shout out.
Your reputation precedes you, Ben.
This is what happens when you actually into trains.
Right, guys, we are here.
Thank you. Right, guys. Okay, so I've got my flag. Okay, the tour starts here. Let's go.
I think the stick that Mrs. Robinson had was really good at the beginning. It was like, it made us, I have to say, it did make us look a bit stupid, just carrying around this little stick.
That is so big. Okay, as you can see, the beautiful building in front of us. Okay, is York's Minster. Intricate.
I was blown away. It was so big. It was absolutely huge.
It wasn't new and modern and constructed. It was just a massive, like, amazing building.
The next stop on this tour is a very famous street, and there's certainly something magical about it.
So we are now currently on one of my favourite streets in Yorkshire called the Shambles. Does anyone know what it means? Well, it translates as, in Old English, it means slaughterhouse. So all these, in Victorian England, used to be used for meat and selling meat. Now, does anyone recognise anything? Is it not inspired by something? Go on, Flora.
It looks like Diagon Alley from Harry Potter.
Good. So it's rumoured that this was actually the inspiration behind Diagon Alley.
The building, like, intertwined and, like, all, like, really closed in and makes you feel kind of enclosed.
It's very close.
The buildings were about that far apart at the top, and it was really, really nice place.
You could have a massive game of hide and seek in the Shambles.
I like how they all overhang those all crooked and it did look magical. It did look like I was walking to Diagon Alley.
With all this talk of magic, I feel an apparition spell coming on. One that will transport us back in time. I want to show our pupils what it was like when Charles Dickens was alive.
This is so cool.
So, I've brought them to the Castle Museum, where there's a recreation of a Victorian street. And it even has its own school. There's just one thing missing. I decided to dress up like a Victorian school teacher, because I thought, bring learning to life, make it fun. These kids do not know how lucky they are. They haven't got a Victorian schoolmaster in charge. But maybe they will today.
I got a little look at Victorian school.
Stand over there.
Oh, sorry, sir.
No talking.
This train looked hilarious.
Excuse me, you do not talk in my class.
Mr. Swain was absolutely hilarious, but it was really scary at the same time. And I was just like, whoa.
Do you think it's funny? Stay to the back. Girls, go at the back. Young man, what's your name? Toby, your education's important. Sit here. In Victorian times, girls didn't get an education, and Flora decided it was okay to be talking and laughing when the schoolmaster was speaking. What's your name?
Flora.
Stand up. Move aside. Come on out.
I think learning through drama is such a good way to learn because it means that you get to really feel what they were feeling in the moment and it puts you in their shoes.
See, girls like Flora don't deserve to have an education. I mean, you three are very lucky. Very lucky.
In, like, the Victorian era, it was very sexist. Like, it was all boys are better, stronger than girls.
Flora, stop looking in the mirror. We do not accept vanity when we come to school. Vanity
is a sin.
Back in the day, it was not okay to treat women like that because you cannot choose between which chromosomes you are.
Now today, class, we are going on a school trip to York High Street, but your uniform is appalling. You are representing this school when you go to the High Street, and your uniform currently looks shabby. You have approximately 30 seconds to get yourself dressed and lined up at this door.
This is what the street would look like. The street in York to show us what it would have looked like. So what kind of people do you think would have been coming to this street? Rich people, okay?
And where rich people went, so did pickpockets.
We started to notice like this strange man walking around. He was really
Poshly dressed.
in posh clothes, and we were just like, who is that? Most of them didn't actually notice which one was shot. He could have been a bit more sneaky.
It's the Apple Dodger!
Don't steal my thing.
Does anybody know who the Apple Dodger is? So you've been studying him in English. Jasmine, Oliver Twist. Now who wrote Oliver Twist?
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens. Do we know any other really, really famous Dickens novels? Do you want to look up?
It's Scrooge.
Do we know who the man is? Scrooge. Now, what novel is Scrooge from?
Christmas Carol.
Good, Christmas Carol. You like Scrooge? Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas.
If I could work my will, every idiot that goes around with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own plum pudding.
Scrooge looked very old, but the problem was he didn't have a proper candle. It was electric. Where's that too? Yeah, you can't talk about Christmas like that. Christmas is the best time of the year. Spend time with your family. Not about the money. It's about family. Not about the bill. Giving lovely things to people and making them feel happy.
I prefer my own company.
I felt sorry for him all in that house by himself. Yeah, he's not very nice person, but we could help him. And hopefully it helped him and he was more Christmassy and more happy. Still very sad.
Today, Scrooge isn't being visited by the three ghosts. He's got 3 year-8 girls full of the joys of Christmas.
Maybe if you find a friend that you really like, or somebody, spend the rest of your life with them, and then you can be happy. Yeah, happy. Happiness is good.
I don't know whether we give Scrooge Christmas spirit, but the girls are very good inspirational speakers.
Rather than being on your own for Christmas, why don't you come to my house?
Well, that's very kind of you, but I wouldn't be very good company.
That's not the point in it. You'll love it.
God bless you for letting him come to your house.
Scrooge, over the course of the next few days, is going to realise when he gets visited by these ghosts that Christmas is a time for giving. But if I were the ghosts, I wouldn't bother.
You can be a criminal, a bad person, a good person, an alright person. You can enjoy Christmas with your family and friends and just love your life. Christmas, Merry Christmas!
Flora certainly knows the meaning of Christmas. What do the rest of our school think?
It's Christmas! I think Christmas means 2 weeks off school, so yeah, I'm excited. Everything's all about Christmas. No one gives Easter a chance. On Christmas they get like loads of presents and Christmas dinner. No one gives Halloween a chance. I feel like Christmas smells a certain way because like you can smell Christmas and then you're like, Christmas. You do get really cool stuff. Get an orange, you get some chocolate coins. I was ready for Christmas in August. I was ready to put all the trees up, all the decorations up, but nobody else was. It's all about Christmas all the year. Goes away. brings excitement. It was really like.
And there's one train that's top of Ben's list.
I really liked Mallard and I knew it was big. Yeah, but just like that big. Here we are at the York Railway Museum. Now this train behind me is a super special train. But as we know, I'm not the expert. Okay, so Ben, can you tell us why the Mallard is so special? The Mallard is a very special train. It's the fastest steam locomotive ever built. It went at 126 miles per hour and broke a steam record in 1938.
Ben was in his actual element. It was really nice. It was nice to see him like that, telling us all the facts.
It was built by Sir Nigel Gresley. He also designed the Flying Scotsman and the entire Pacific class.
I thought it was really cool how he knew so much about it.
And has the Mallard's record ever been broken? No, the Mallard is still the fastest steam locomotive ever built to this day.
He just knew everything.
He knew everything.
What does locomotive mean?
Locomotive is a train, but a train by its carriages is just a locomotive. But right now, it's a train. It was nice to see everyone like engaging. A lot of people asked questions, and it was just really fun.
How many Mallards did they make?
They made one Mallard
Why don't they still use it in like a train?
because diesels, when they came around, they were a bit better and a bit faster.
I thought it was going to be absolute Yawnsville. But to be fair, it actually wasn't. And Ben, he was the best train teacher possible.
I was really surprised at how interesting the trains could be, because you think of them as just transport, but there was so much more interest in it and kind of brought the history to life.
Okay, absolutely fantastic, Ben. Thank you very, very much.
Ben's
Get
enthusiasm
out!
kind of
You're
rubbed
gonna
off.
give everyone cold. Get out! I don't care if you're awkward and get out.
Forced them to find it incredibly enjoyable.
That's probably really old.
It was better than I expected it to be. Look, it's the stainless window. Like a church on wheels.
And after his brilliant presentation, Mrs. Robinson has a special surprise for Ben.
Come on, Ben, excited.
He's getting a chance to climb aboard his #1 train.
So my favourite part, it was actually probably seeing Ben's face light up when he was in the Mallard.
Hi, and welcome to Mallard. I've got a small present for you to wear. Just for you.
This hat, you really, really like the hat. I've only got two favourite hats now. I've got my engine driver hat and this hat. It says Mallard on it. Look, so you can see that. Oh, this is nice. History there, Ben. This is way better than I thought. I'd say it's a marvellous piece of engineering. And just how it's designed and its story and everything is just very, very nice and interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen Ben like that. It was a bit scary.
I've only ever been inside a kind of steam train once before, and it was the smallest one. And I've always liked Mallards ever since I got into trains. Mallards has always been my favourite. I love to come inside the cabin of Mallards. That's something I'm probably never ever going to do again. That's one of the best experiences of my life. Ben, I can't cope with this. I love it. I love your enthusiasm. It's making me love trains too. And that trip was the best trip I've been on, and also one of the best days of my life. Thanks a lot. Did you like that, Ben? Loved it. Get to keep the hat. Yeah.
It's the end of an amazing day.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow.
And the streets of York are looking fantastically festive.
We're happy.
I don't know about you, but I'm in the mood for a good Christmas sing-along.
around us because everything has a history. The trip to York made me realise that there's different ways of learning, not just writing down. You can have a bit of fun because I remember that trip and it's something that I will remember for a long time. Yeah, we feel Christmassy. I want to go on the trip again. Merry Christmas!
Next time, it's the big performance.
Are you nervous, Connor?
Will the acts be able to overcome their nerves?
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true